Alrighty, we are back. So I originally had planned to kind of run around and explore quite a bit so that I wouldn't have to waste as much time in this episode. But
Shit.
then I found what I was looking for within the first 5 minutes of after I cut off the last episode. And I actually found something that I really wanted to go over. But I also realized, well, when I went to go do this dungeon, I had missed something right out. Oh, when I had missed something right outside this dungeon. Ah, why would you do that? Am I stuck? Oh. Oh, I thought I could make that jump. Okay.
Damn. Is it over?
You see on the mini map, there's something like right down there, like right below here. So I'm wondering. Yeah, you can see that kind of slope right there. But I actually don't think that is anything looking at it, so. I don't know. Maybe it's some god item, and we'll never know. I'll miss it forever. Oh no! Yeah, it's just nothing. Uh, but there was a really nifty item,
Bank's
and
full.
right outside here there was also a.
Okay, this is it.
When you're in the open world, you have like events that kind of work throughout the map, or you can find something later in the map and then come back to it. And this is kind of one of those things. It's like an event puzzle, whatever you want to call it. But basically, if you solve it, there's a little item in there. It's hard to see it from here. See if I can jump up here. The pain of getting the perfect angle. Let's see. Well, that's a chair, and it's in there. Yeah, I think I just saw. Yeah, I can see another item right there. So we'll go grab that. But this, I don't know what to call it. It's like a ship or a pod or like a ship, a building, whatever. When you go, oh, we also need to grab that world stone. That'll give us a good checkpoint. When we go into it, I'm still not into it. I forgot how to get into this guy. Oh, I'm whiffing all my shots. Oh my god. There it is. It around this side. I also did find. Huh. See if I can just look on the map around. I cannot remember how to get in here. That is crazy to me. Anyways, I did end up finding the, what do we call that? Engineer item. So we're gonna go. Oh, we'll save, go run, and jump into the mist and grab that, just so you can see the event or the spawn for that, because it'll always spawn in the second half of Naruto. So you have Eon Vault, and then I think it's called Timeless Horizon is the other one, and it'll always spawn in the second one, right? So for us, it is Eon Vault, and there's when you go along the edge of the map, there's obviously the mist, but you'll also see a very particular rock formation. Oh, this is the other thing I wanted to go over. So I haven't found the main area, but for this map, there are going to be these pods. When we find all of them, it basically unlocks. There's kind of like a big silo area, and it'll unlock a special item, a weapon, in fact. It was a really, really powerful weapon.
Okay,
The
this is it.
problem is I'm a nincompoop, and I would always kill myself with that weapon. So we're gonna pick up that pod. If we find more, we'll go for it, but it can be really, really tedious to find them all over the map. This is what you're looking for when you're looking for these soul sparks. Just soul sparks. A voice within a glass chamber asked me to search for the soul sparks. That'll be in one of these. But before that, super, super important thing to go over. These will spawn once in a world. So if you want more, just keep re-rolling adventure modes. Simulacrum. Super rare. If you play on Apocalypse, you get them from killing bosses. I want to say you get them from all bosses. It might just be world bosses. I don't play APOC, so not 100%. The thing about Simulacrum, you use it to increase your relics, your dragon hearts. So you can get up to 10 of those, but it's also how you level up your weapons to 20. So with that +1, when you go from 19 to 20, you do need a Simulacrum. Obviously, I recommend maxing out Dragon Hearts before worrying about worrying about what do you call that? Your weapons, because like from 19 to 20, you're not really getting that much damage. If you're at a level 20 world, you will be not doing like a big enough jump in damage for it to really matter. Another little audio log, but soul spark.
This looks important.
And then there's an ambush, and I believe there's actually quite a few of them. We're gonna just funnel them. Oh, I forgot the door closes. That's such a pain. I could have sworn an item. Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure an item spawns in one of these, but there's two. There's one that has the quest item, the other one has the item. So we'll use this run before the door closes. It's weird how you have to be on the outside of the door when you need to be on the inside of the door to go through it. But, so that's the Simulacrum. That's the quest item. Let's go grab the engineer. We'll grab that weapon. And you can always, if you can't for whatever reason find the item you need for a archetype, you can always just run adventure mode. Adventure mode will not destroy or delete your campaign progress, and you can just keep running worlds. Nerud, Loathsome, and Yasha. If you're wondering why you might do a yep, there you go. If you're wondering why you might do a adventure mode over campaign, campaign has like two, I guess, special worlds. One which is like the final one you get from the very end of the game, and the other one is the labyrinth, which connects to the different worlds. Oh. So this guy is going to drop a Oh, he drops little dudes. He's going to drop a weapon mutator for us. I don't know what he drops.
More ammo.
Oh, thank God he's easy. Oh, they didn't die after he died. I really thought he would. We'll go run, put these up. Latency. We'll see what that does here in a second. For those like corrupted enemies, corrupted mini bosses, they spawn more often the higher your difficulty. So if you're looking for a specific mutator, it can be worth it to go challenge a harder difficulty. Okay, still keep going. We're not gonna worry about ammo or anything because we're just gonna die anyways in the gas. So right here, you want to look for a kind of gap.
Okay, this is it.
You want to look for a kind of gap in the fog. The important thing is the left side will be spikes on a raised platform, and the right side will be just spikes on the ground. That is super important. It will always spawn looking like this. But what you need to do, kind of let your guy vomit, and then you got to go for the jump.
My lucky day.
And then, so that's the armor, and then this, and then we just die. So if you're actually playing hardcore mode, you can't pick this class up without kind of throwing your game. But we got the armor for it. It is technician, right? Yeah. So this is what you'll start out as, with obviously with the special weapons for engineer. But that is the engineer set. We're gonna go back to our other stuff. Just because that's what I kind of like to rock and roll with. And then we're still having light dodge, or medium dodge. I don't think I can make that light. I think light you need like above 35. Come on, 3. Yeah, so I can't get a light dodge, unfortunately. That's the price we pay for our fashion. So next, let's go grab that item. I believe I saw it this way. Oh, here's that hole. So yeah, the giant hole, or the giant like robot building, whatever it is, the hole kind of right near there. You go in. It'll scan you, and it'll basically say, "Lol, get wrecked, nerd." But what we want to do, come pick up an item. And then there's also this, another audio log. So the way you get in here is actually a helmet. It's not a key, it is a helmet. And it's a pretty cool looking helmet. It is a pretty badass helmet. Everybody used to rock that in base Remnant. Let's go see what that metal band does. Taking damage at 1 stack of bulwark for 10 seconds. Max 3 seconds. I don't remember what bulwark does off the top of my head. Not something we're gonna worry about.
Okay, this is it.
But we're gonna go get that other item. And then if we're lucky, we can also be able to find where that helmet is. I don't believe there's a boss. I think you just kind of go pick up the helmet. But if there is a boss, hopefully we get another nifty item. I just realized I'm World 3. I remember that dungeon being World 4, the one that gave me a lot of trouble last video. So, we're still World 3, which is really, really good. We're not super pressed to upgrade all of our weapons just yet. There's a ghosty. Oh! Always kill the strong enemies for that Luminite. You will go through so much Luminite. I could have sworn it was around here somewhere. Right? That item? There's either a dungeon or something over there. Where did I see it? I could have sworn it was off over here in the distance. Oh, was it on the ledge and I just kind of like walked by it? Yes, sir. Right there. Power complex. There are so many of these. I don't remember. Increases all damage dealt by 1% per second to a maximum of 15%. Dodging resets power complex to 0. That's not bad if you have a full auto weapon, I would say. Or if you're running a tank build and you just don't need to dodge. That would also be a pretty good use of that. But we're dodging a lot right now, so it's not something we're probably going to be rocking. Okay, so let's look at our map. There's nothing around here, right? Yeah, over there. Okay. Oh, maybe over there too. Oh yeah, there's that other vault. Because the other one had the soul spark, so we're gonna go check that guy out. Like positive there's an item in it. If you're wondering why I don't dodge those like floating books or like the purple whatever, they do have deep seeking on them. So if you dodge too early, they still hit you. You gotta time it right. You can also dodge out of like the lightning special effect. Really, really good. If you look at the bottom bar when you get it, it'll go when it kind of counts down to 0. You will see that effect kind of like glow around your body like it's about to explode, and that's when you dodge. Okay, there's the other vault. Part of me wants to kind of run some boss rush, but one, I think it's a little unnecessary, and two, I don't want to spoil bosses. I kind of prefer to let it organically. We go to a world to fight that world's bosses rather than like all of a sudden I'm just fighting the final boss of the game from boss rush. I will say the Remnant, the final boss in vanilla, one of my all-time favorite bosses. It was such an experience the first time I fought him. Obviously, I think I fought him a little too often because I was a little worn off, but it's such a great boss, dude. Let's see. Yeah, that's the free item. Look at that, I'm nailing. Mom, get the camera. Mom, get the camera. Thief of Hoard. anytime it says new material, that's like guaranteed to be a weapon mod. So we'll deal with that when we go back to Ward and we look at the engineer kind of like purchasing requirements and how that works. Go here. Yeah, they do kind of ambush you when you come back out. That's nothing to be too surprised about. I don't think anything's on the top of the vault. Yeah. But now we want to go to that other area. I guess it was straight ahead? I don't quite remember. God, I feel like I wasted so much time fighting that boss in the last game. Or the last episode. Now I'm like just bulldozing through a bunch of stuff. I literally like didn't even take me 5 minutes to find engineer, simulacrum, and then the quest thing. And I was just kind of like, oh, I guess I really don't need to do this off screen. So I just found all of them so painfully quick. It's iron. Always pick up the materials. Always, always, always. When you're leveling a new weapon, or when at least when you get to like towards the end game, you're gonna pick up so many cool weapons. There's so many things that just do so many different other things. Okay, so this is actually where those pods from earlier come into play. When you find all the pods, this place will unlock a specialty for you. There should also be a dungeon. I can't remember if those pods spawn across all of Narud or if it's only in Eon Vault. I want to say it's only in Eon Vault. But it's just completely random, and that's what makes these such a pain. Some of them you're just gonna find no problem for some people, and then other people are gonna just struggle so much going all over the place. Because there are sometimes you want to just revisit a world, like you get certain items that interact across worlds. Actually, you get a lot of that. You're really encouraged to try a bunch of different stuff out. So we might keep progressing and come back here eventually, but
All right, come and get some.
let's try and go find that dungeon. Alright, I don't know where I'm going, to be honest. It's been so long since I played this game, and there's also... Oh god, I thought I died. I thought I just ate it. Completely thought I was dead. But there's only like so many different events and things like that that I remember. Like if I did one of the ones that were super painful, I likely did it on my main character once, and then I was like, I'm never doing this again. Where? Oh. I think he's on the next level. But where is... Yeah, there it is. So I'll go next level, down the stair, or down the ladder. How much time I got? I still got a bit. See here. Could have sworn there were more chests around here. Yeah, when you get all the different pods, this will activate. You activate that, and it'll give you the free items. Dark Conduit. Is this?
Here they come. Ugh, I don't like this at all.
I'm trying to remember. Dark Conduit had something special to it. I'm sure there's kind of like a little puzzle that was really simple. Just basically like shoot a barrel. Kind of simple. Ah, I got way too greedy. That's why I don't use melee. I always just keep wailing despite knowing I need to dodge. We'll get that trick point right quick though. And I want to say they made it so that the Orb of Undoing that reset your trait points, if you buy one, you can just use that permanently. I could have sworn they changed it to be like that. They may not have. Yeah, this is gonna be better right now. Get more shots off on. Cool. Dark Conduit, really good for getting experience. So as you can see, there's a lot of them. So if you basically just kill a bunch, die from one, or like walk off an edge, and they all respawn, you're gonna be getting pretty good XP. Heard like all the monster noises the moment my ability wore off. A little worrying, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, item. Cool. Deep pocket ring. That is, I'm gonna bet that's for like ammo. Yeah, ammo reduced by 35%, which is actually really nice for a lot of weapons.
Looks like I'm full up.
Kind of went back because I remember running out of ammo the last few episodes. Fire rate, melee speed. That I want to keep definitely. This is the one I'm gonna drop. Chests do appear on the map, by the way. They're little yellow icons. So are simulacrums. Don't be afraid to like look around your map because it will keep track of things that have been marked if you may have missed them. This isn't the train level. I don't remember what Dark Conduit is. It's not the one where you have to just kill all the enemies. Nice, level 6. No new enemies. Oh. We got really lucky with that healing ring. That's just saving up the effort on when you have a bunch of enemies like this. I was actually thinking earlier today, while I was at work, I was like, you know, just having an assault rifle with something would be really, really cool. I do want to get Chicago Typewriter. You have to get that later in campaign run. We're just kind of balling on it. Yeah. Okay, so while I am healing, better hurt another one. While I'm healing, in the top right on the minimap, dark red is quest items. They are important. Some quest items will be used for multiple things, and you can only use them once per run. Keep that in mind. So there's a good example. There's like a seed you get, and you can turn that into a. It turns into a special relic. It can turn into a ring, or you can actually go grow it at your Ward 13 and turn it into like an extra life, basically. You get a lot of really cool different abilities. I don't know what this does. I'm basically an engineer at this point, let's be honest. I'm kind of the guy. Oh, cool. And that's a relic card, I think.
I like that.
Crystal Heart. On use, regenerate 100% of max health over 10 seconds. Reduces movement speed and incoming damage. So, heal 70, heal 100%. So, this is just like a flat number. This is a percentage. Uh, this is definitely. I'm getting so many tank build type items. Crystal Heart's good. So is Salvage Heart. Those are good for tank. Is that all of it? No, I can see I missed something over here. Yeah, definitely missed something. So we're gonna go over there. Don't be afraid to look at your map. I don't know if you guys hear that little guy over there. I will say I do also really like the aesthetic of Nerud. Kind of like that. It's not quite like a sci-fi horror, but you know, like there's like there are times where there's just like a suspenseful feel. Oh, I think this is a. Is this a mini boss? Yeah, this should be like a mini boss. I should have actually rested at the crystal and got my equipment or my hot shot back.
This isn't looking good.
So I can see an item up there. Oh, switch. Oh, run. That clone gets really annoying, but he's really easy to kind of stun lock. Oh, I did not mean to jump down there. And then I whiffed that shot. Am I bleeding? What is that red? I do not know. Disengage. Oh, we also got latency, didn't we? Let's check those out right quick. No way, I got 3 melee mutators. That would. Eh, that's my luck. Okay. So the one we have, transference melee hit, generates ammo for both firearms when they're near reserves, which they will be when you melee. Melee weapons with special abilities, which become readied by dealing melee damage, require 10% less damage to charge. Melee strikes increase damage next backdash evade attack by 5%. I thought backdash was only. There it is. That is backdash. When you're standing still, and then you do your dodge. So for this, it's one of the weapons you get this like really cool spectral like katana, and so when you do it, you kind of do like a budget version, like a bunch of like sword dash or attacks in the air. It's really cool. Come over here, gonna grab that extra item. Ring of Crisis. When word is settled, drops below 25%, gain a shield. So it's like a good emergency item, but I like that other ring we have because it just helps us not need an emergency item, basically.
Damn. This
I don't
ain't
think
good.
there's anything down here. No. Okay, now we can just go back to the dungeon. Or beginning of the dungeon. So I think that'll just about do it for this episode. I got way more done in this one than the last one. Really happy with that. But I might try to see if I can find that helmet like event just so I can show it off. I don't know if it'll spawn in here. I might have to kind of root around adventure mode, unfortunately, for it. But
Damn, is it over?
other than that, I think I'm not too keen on just like loitering around Hoard. I really would like to get to one of the next areas. Little grub guy. Little grubby. I would really like to go to Lotham or Yashich, because those are my 2 favorite worlds comparatively. Like, Naruto's cool. The lore is, I think I went over it, but I kind of read up. Oh, I will show off the engineer item while I have it, or how to spend your. The engrams are what you get for an archetype. So we got the one for engineer, so we're gonna just go turn the engram into the archetype, basically. You gotta come all the way over here to Wallace.
The traveler returned. I knew.
Alright, so this engram will give us.
Until next time.
The engineer archetype. There we are. And whenever you make a new character, you can then choose that archetype. Oh, you can also get your second one. Amazing. I think typically you have to go through and beat the second world. But I guess because it's a secret archetype, it kind of works around that, which is really good. So now we get 2 archetypes the thing is, you have a prime perk, and that's what this is. Dealing 60 base range or melee weak spot damage extends the duration of active hunter skills. But this will also give us. I'm gonna go run over to the new trait, fortified. So when I get hunter to level 10, I'll have this for all classes. Obviously, I'll still have to level it up to 10, but this is the same way. So fortify is really good for, again, surprise tank builds. But we're gonna go run. So it's Q and C. All right. I kept thinking C was crouch. So let's go read Vulcan. Yeah, you have Vulcan, flamethrower, and then impact cannon. Your Vulcan deploys a turret, and yada yada yada. It basically has a set amount of ammo to it, so it'll shoot people. That's really cool. What you can do, bada bing, bada boom, and then you can drop it again. So that's actually going to be really good just to throw it down when we're surrounded by a bunch of people. And then it'll just regenerate ammo over time. And that is our second archetype, the engineer. I might trade that out. That's going to be so helpful for a lot of just things I don't want to deal with. Things I don't want to kind of bother with. But let's see. So we'll kind of save up for these harvester bots. So that'll be life steal. Gonna be good for survivability. Stasis beam applies slow. Good for certain status builds, but there are. It's just not a top tier status because it doesn't always affect a lot of enemies. So we'll definitely go for harvest bots.
Okay, that's all you get. Bye now.
That'll end it now. Okay, I went over my 40-minute mark. I meant to do this in 30 minutes, not 40. Well, it is what it is. I think we're just kind of charged towards the final boss of Narud, and then we can go take a look for the next world. Haven't decided. You kind of get to pick which one you want to do next, and I haven't decided. So we're gonna worry about that when we can. Alrighty, that'll be it for now. Goodbye, you beautiful people.